Alright, so today we're starting off the video with no makeup in my car because I'm headed to downtown Seattle. I'm doing another makeover video where I have a employee give me a makeover, and I'm so excited because today I'm doing it with Charlotte Tilbury, and I haven't tried a whole lot from the brand. I think I've tried maybe like a few things, a lipstick, foundation here and there. So I haven't really tried a whole lot of Charlotte Tilbury products. I've done a few of these videos where I had a MAC employee give me a makeover, Ulta, Bare Minerals, so I'm gonna link those down below. But it has been a little bit of a struggle to get approval from the stores to film, but I now have a few lined up. So Charlotte Tilbury, and then there's a few more coming. So if you guys enjoy these videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. The plus side to filming this on a Saturday morning in downtown Seattle is that there is no traffic. So hell yeah, let's head to Nordstrom. So I started off by cleansing my skin using kind of like a 3-in-1 product. He said it's the Multi-Miracle Balm. We'll have the exact products down below. But he said this is like a cleanser, mask, and a balm all in one. So he rubbed that into my skin and then used a cotton round to remove the product from my face, since obviously we couldn't wash off my face. So one of the products that I was really curious about trying is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I feel like that's kind of one of her hero products. It's basically a moisturizer. It's supposed to be amazing for underneath makeup. So he did apply that to my face. Felt really nice. Felt like I was getting a nice facial massage here. And then he applied a eye balm to my under eyes, which was the Eye Rescue. He said that this is like Spanx for your eyes, and he said that the magic cream was called Magic Cream because when she was applying it to celebrities, they would be like, what is that magic cream that you're putting on my face? So I thought that was a cool little story there. He said that he actually likes to apply the eye balm to around the nose and upper lip, like anywhere where you get creasing, because it just kind of helps to plump it up, and it has a time-release retin-A. Another product that I've heard a lot about is the Wonder Glow Face Primer, so that's what he's applying here. The way he described it kind of reminded me of my Essence Fresh and Awake primer that I love so much. It almost like blurs the skin a little bit and just gives this really plump, dewy glow kind of look. So he's just patting that in and making sure it's all good. And then we're going in with foundation. So for foundation, he used the Light Wonder Foundation in the shade 2. It's very light coverage, as you can see. It kind of just color corrects some of the redness, and it's not going to give you like full coverage or anything like that. He said this foundation has a botanical retin-A treatment, and it's kind of like a beach foundation. Like if you want that foundation look where it's going to give you super light coverage where you can't really tell that the person's wearing foundation, that you could like, you know, wear to the beach or working out or something, then this is going to give you that look where it's like, is she wearing foundation? Not entirely sure. I felt like he shade matched me really well. I think the shade was perfect for my skin tone. And now we're going in with concealer. So this is the Magic Away concealer, and it has a sponge tip applicator here. So he's just using the sponge tip to brush on. I'm not sure how they sanitize that at a makeup counter, because I noticed that another Charlotte Tilbury product that we're going to use also has that sponge tip, so I'm not really sure about that. But then he's blending it in with a tiny brush. This concealer to me looks like pretty light coverage. You can still see my darkness coming through. He's using his finger to kind of tap it in and warm it up to the skin and just work it in. Using the brush again to blend. So as you can see, like you can still see a lot of under eye things coming through. And then he used that same concealer to conceal around my nose area and my chin a little bit, and also in the center of my face. So now for brows, he's using this brow pencil. I loved the shade of this. I've been thinking about this brow pencil since I left, so I might order this because I felt like the shade was perfect. It's like a nice chocolatey brown, not too red, but still had some nice warmth to it.
This is Charlotte's Instant Eye Palette in the Pillow Talk collection. This is something we've all been waiting for. A lot of her palettes, especially the longer ones, are full of shimmer shades, and you know, we're not afraid of shimmer at Charlotte, but you know, it's nice to have these matte shades here. So I'm gonna start with the Desk shade.
So he's taking that orangish shade and working it into the crease and just blending. This palette I was really excited to try because I saw it on Sephora and I was like debating getting it. So I'm glad that he got to test it out on me and I got to see how it worked. The lighting in here was pretty atrocious, so I apologize. I was like trying to get the best angles and the best light, but we didn't have a whole lot of light to work with, you know? So we're blending into the crease, and then he's applying I think this was one of the shimmer shades all over the lid. So I noticed he didn't apply an eye primer, and I just looked it up. Charlotte Tilbury, from what I can tell, actually doesn't make an eye primer, which seems kind of shocking to me as like a makeup artist herself and a brand. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird, but if they don't have an eye primer, I would have probably still used some kind of base for the shadows to stick to, like a concealer, or she does have cream shadows, but some people don't find primers necessary. Do you? I just find that it usually helps make my shadow pop and stay on better throughout the day since it has something to stick to. So he's applying a lighter shimmer shade into the inner corner using a super tiny little pencil brush. Another product that I've been wanting to try was the Beauty Light Wand. So this is in the shade 1, and he's applying this to my cheekbones. This is basically like a cream highlight that looks super natural. It actually reminded me a lot of the Milani makes one. I'll link it down below. It looks very similar. It gives like a really pretty reflect. You can't really tell in this lighting, but I'll show you at the end in natural lighting and under better lights, because there's nothing hitting my cheekbones right now, so you can't really see the reflect. But then he is applying a shimmer shade from another palette. It was a little quad, I'll have linked down below, to the lid just to add a little bit of glitter. So then he used a brown liner to tightline. I don't think I've ever had anyone else tightline on me. It was an experience, but I really like how it turned out. And then he kind of used that pencil liner to create a little bit of a wing that he ended up smoking out, but this made me want to tightline more. I never really tightline, so I'm definitely gonna try that on myself. I like how the eyeliner turned out. It just looks like kind of more natural since it is like a smudgier look. It still adds definition, but it's not as intense as using like a liquid liner. And I've been really liking the look of smudged liner lately. I feel like it just looks a little bit softer, and it still looks like smoky and kind of like romantic, but wearable, you know? Out of anyone who has applied mascara on me so far, I felt like this was the best technique. He flipped his pinky over, lifted up my lid a little bit, and then you can see his pinky is like catching some of the mascara instead of it going on my eyelid, so that was great. I really liked the way this mascara looked. I did end up buying that mascara. Then he's going back with the eyeliner just to add a little bit more, and I was really happy with just the whole look of the eyes at this point. He used a Q-tip to clean up some of that shadow and just create like a little bit of a crisper line. Going in back with the mascara to do lower lash mascara. I find that usually I can't use the same mascara for my top and bottom lashes. I always have to use like a waterproof or just mascara that doesn't budge on my lower lashes. And then now he's going in with a lip liner. This is the most popular lip liner that Charlotte Tilbury makes, Pillow Talk. I feel like even if you're not familiar with Charlotte Tilbury, most people have heard of Pillow Talk at some point. Then he's going in with the Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk as well. And I love the formula of the Charlotte Tilbury matte lipsticks. I have the Kim KW shade that I really like the formula of. And then he's going in with this lip luster in the shade Pillow Talk Diamond. So this just adds a little bit of a sheen to the lips. And then he's going back in with that liquid highlight product, tapping it on again, just to add a little bit more. He's highlighting the center of my face using that same product. I like that because it's natural enough to be able to put it all over the center of your face, and he's also using it as a brow highlight as well. The texture of that product too does feel lightweight enough that you can kind of build it up and it doesn't look weird or like textured on the skin at all. For bronzer, he went in with the Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo in the shade 1. This is the lightest one they make. I did feel like it looked a little bit more warm than what I usually like for bronzer, so I probably wouldn't purchase that, but I don't think it looked bad. He told me to make a fish face so he could get right in the hollows. And then he's also using that bronzer to kind of do a little light nose contour, but he's also bringing it up really far in, kind of like right underneath the start of my brow. And then he's going in with the powder highlight from that same duo. And then he's just touching up parts of my face with the Genius, what is it called? Genius Magic Powder in the shade 1. This is a loose powder. So he's pressing that underneath my eyes, just at the concealer, right on the center of my face, and just certain parts of my face that he wanted to set.
You're all set.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun with you.
Love the skin. So here's the finished look under a little bit better lighting. I also got a shot in natural lighting right in front of the window in a second, but I love the glow from all of the face products. I think it looks really pretty, and I think he did a good job layering the powders with glowy products. I didn't get it on camera, but right at the end he did add a little bit of Pillow Talk blush as well. Here's right in front of a window. I'm like right outside the women's restroom in front of the window, just, you know, vlogging it up. There were a couple parts where I noticed like a little bit of patchiness, but you guys will see what it looks like back in my house in a second. All right, so I'm now back home, and it's been about an hour and a half since I got my makeup done. I ate lunch with Rach. We got some cookie dough ice cream, which is on Seattle Foodscapades. So I actually just looked in the mirror for the first time, and the makeup itself, like the products, aren't holding up too well. I'm definitely getting a lot of smudging on my eyelids, and it's also transferring down here. Let's talk about this in a second, but looking at the skin, I think the skin looks really nice. Like, I love the glow. It looks very healthy, and I just like the way the skin looks. It looks just super natural. My lipstick has rubbed off since I ate. The shot that you guys just saw in natural lighting was right after it was done. So this is after, you know, about an hour and a half of wear. And my eyes are definitely not looking too hot. Like I said, I really liked how my eyes looked right when I got them done, but just the products like aren't holding up well at all. You can see the eyeliner is transferring up, and the eyeshadow looks like it's wearing off too. I don't think a primer was applied. I'm getting a lot of, I think that's the mascara transferring down, because right here is tacky. If I was, you know, getting my makeup done to go to an event or something and my makeup was already not staying on after an hour, I probably wouldn't be too stoked about it. But it was free, I should say that. He said they don't charge for a makeover, so you could just go in. I really like how he did my eyebrows. I feel like for some reason the shape is like a little bit different, just slightly, like in the front than I normally do. I like the eyebrow product a lot. I love the glowy skin. I think the blush, like right here, could have been blended a little bit more, and like the products right here, but look at that highlight. The highlight is beautiful. He layered a couple different products for the highlight. I love that. I think the skin is definitely like the standout, like skin and brows, and I really liked how my makeup overall looked like right after. I do feel like Charlotte Tilbury though, which is what I wanted. I wanted like a classic Charlotte Tilbury kind of glowy skin, pretty, just a little bit smoky, but just like more natural looking kind of makeup, and I do feel like I got that look. So overall, I think he did a really good job. I think the products just like aren't staying on my face that well. I did purchase a couple lip products. Let me show you. I got the mascara that he used because I really like that. I'm excited to play around with this one and like add some more layers and also layer it with other mascaras. I got a lip liner in the shade Iconic Nude. This wasn't the one that he used. He used Pillow Talk. I'm gonna grab the lipstick too. I got another lipstick. And then lipstick and Nude Kate. So I got these because they looked like nice neutral nudes, which is what I usually like. Let's see. The lip liners glide on are really nice. Ooh, I like that. You could just wear, you know, lip liner all over like a lipstick. I feel like that'll be really nice for layering with other things. I have one other Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and the shade is Kim KW. So this one looks really nice. Ooh. Okay. Love that. It's kind of like a chocolatey light nude. That's really pretty. So that's what that combo looks like. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that Nude Kate shade. Nude Kate just sounds weird saying because I know a Kate. But let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. If you haven't seen my other ones, I will link those down below if you want to watch other makeover videos and see how those makeup artists did. But thank you to Charlotte Tilbury Nordstrom for letting me film in there. This isn't sponsored, nothing. They just knew that I was filming. And like always, I'm going to give my honest thoughts on how I think it went. So if you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.